You will hear a number of recordings. Each recording will be played once only. There are 4 sections in this listening test. For each section, you will hear a conversation or a monologue, and you will answer the questions as you listen. Write your answers on the question paper while you listen. At the end of the test, you will be given time to check your answers.
Section 1. You will hear a conversation between a customer and a service advisor at a car service center. First, you will have some time to look at questions 1 to 7. Now listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 7.
Good morning, Riverside Auto Service. How can I help you today?
Hi, I'd like to book a car service appointment, please.
Of course. May I take your full name?
Yes, it's Michael Turner. That's Turner.
Thank you, Mr. Turner. Could you tell me the make and model of your car?
It's a Toyota Corolla, 2018 model.
All right. And what kind of service do you need?
I need a full service. The car has been making a strange noise, and it's due for regular maintenance as well.
I see. When would you like to bring the car in?
Is Thursday, the 18th of July, available?
Let me check. Yes, we have availability. Would 9:30 in the morning suit you?
Yes, that works perfectly.
Great. Could I have a contact number, please?
Sure. It's 07892 41670.
Thank you. We also send reminders. Would you prefer a text message or an email?
A text message would be better.
No problem. Just to confirm, you're booking a full service for a Toyota Corolla on Thursday, the 18th of July, at 9:30 a.m.
That's correct.
The estimated cost for the full service is around £180. Is that okay?
Yes, that's fine.
Excellent. Please arrive 10 minutes early and bring your service book with you.
I will. Thanks for your help.
You're welcome. We'll see you on Thursday. Have a nice day.
That is the end of section 1. You now have some time to check your answers.
Section 2. You will hear a representative from a fitness center giving information to new members. First, you will have some time to look at questions 11 to 20. Now listen carefully and answer questions 11 to 20.
Good morning everyone, and welcome to Summit Fitness. My name's Sarah, and I'll be showing you around our facility and explaining some key membership details. Please follow me, and feel free to ask questions. First, let's get our bearings here in the reception area. As you entered, you passed the main desk. Directly behind me, through the glass doors, is our most popular zone, the main workout floor. It's a large, open space with all the cardio and resistance machines. Now, if you look to your right from reception, you'll see a long corridor. Down that corridor, the first door on your left leads to our changing rooms and showers. Very important. Continue straight down that same corridor, past the changing rooms, and at the very end you'll find our indoor cycling studio. It's a dedicated room for our spin classes. Now, to the left of reception, there's another passageway. If you head that way, you'll come to two specialized rooms. The first room on your left is our mind and body studio. This is where we hold yoga and Pilates sessions. Opposite that, on the right-hand side, is the free weights area. It's a separate room to keep the environment focused for those doing heavier lifting. Finally, just beyond these two rooms, you'll see double doors leading out to our outdoor training zone, which is used for functional training in good weather. A couple of quick rules. Members must always use a towel on the equipment. Lockers are available but must be emptied daily. We clear them every night. For peak hours, that's weekdays from 5 to 8 p.m., we recommend booking studio classes online 24 hours in advance to guarantee a spot. Guest passes are available for a small fee, but guests must be signed in by the member. Lastly, all memberships are billed monthly, and we require a 1-month notice for cancellation. Any questions before we move on? Wonderful. Let's start the tour. That is the end of section 2. You now have some time to check your answers.
Section 3. You will hear 3 students discussing an experiment they are planning as part of an environmental science course. First, you will have some time to look at questions 17 to 27. Now listen carefully and answer questions 17 to 27.
Thanks for meeting today. We need to finalize our plan for the environmental science experiment before submitting the proposal.
Absolutely. I've reviewed the guidelines, and our experiment needs to measure the effect of light intensity on plant growth.
Right. I think we should first decide on the type of plant. The instructions suggest using fast-growing species.
I agree. What about using bin plants? They grow quickly and are easy to monitor.
That sounds sensible. We'll need at least 3 groups of plants, each exposed to different light levels.
How many plants per group do you think we should use to get reliable results?
The lecturer recommended a minimum of 5 plants in each group, so that would give us 15 in total.
Okay. Now, regarding the light sources, we can use LED lamps with adjustable brightness. The lab has those available.
Good. We should also keep other factors constant, like water and soil type.
Yes, consistency is crucial. We'll water the plants every 2 days using the same amount of water.
How long should the experiment run? 2 weeks might be too short.
The handbook suggests a period of 4 weeks to see measurable differences.
That works. For data collection, we'll measure plant height once a week and record leaf color changes.
Who's going to handle the data analysis?
I can do that. I'm comfortable using spreadsheet software and creating graphs.
Great. Liam, could you write the method section, and I'll handle the introduction and conclusion.
Sure. Also, don't forget we need to submit a risk assessment form.
Yes, especially since we're using electrical equipment.
Perfect. Let's aim to finish everything by next Friday so we have time to review it.
That is the end of section 3. You now have some time to check your answers.
Section 4. You will hear a lecture on the water cycle. First, you will have some time to look at questions 28 to 40. Now listen carefully and answer questions 28 to 40.
Good morning, everyone. Today's lecture will focus on the water cycle, a fundamental natural process that describes the continuous movement of water on, above, and below the Earth's surface. Understanding this cycle is essential for studying climate patterns, ecosystems, and water resource management. The water cycle begins with evaporation, which occurs when heat from the sun causes water from oceans, rivers, and lakes to change from liquid into water vapor. Oceans are the largest contributors to evaporation because they cover most of the Earth's surface and receive direct sunlight for long periods. Once water vapor rises into the atmosphere, it cools and undergoes condensation. During this stage, water vapor forms tiny droplets or ice crystals, which combine to create clouds. Condensation is particularly important because it allows water to be transported over long distances by wind. The next stage is precipitation, which occurs when cloud particles become too heavy to remain suspended in the air. Precipitation can take several forms, including rain, snow, hail, and sleet, depending on atmospheric temperature. Most fresh water on land originates from precipitation. After reaching the ground, water follows different pathways. Some water flows across the surface as runoff, eventually entering rivers, lakes, and oceans. Runoff is influenced by factors such as land slope, vegetation cover, and soil type. In urban areas, runoff increases because paved surfaces prevent water from soaking into the ground. Another portion of water infiltrates the soil through a process known as infiltration. This water moves downward and replenishes underground reservoirs called aquifers, which store groundwater. Groundwater is a vital source of drinking water for many communities worldwide. Finally, plants play an important role through transpiration, where water absorbed by roots is released into the atmosphere through leaves. Together, evaporation and transpiration are often referred to as evapotranspiration. In summary, the water cycle is a closed system driven primarily by solar energy and gravity. Although the total amount of water on Earth remains constant, its distribution and availability are constantly changing, making the water cycle a critical area of scientific study.
That is the end of section 4. You now have some time to check your answers.